Good morning, yogis. Amore here, and welcome to your yoga class. Today's class will focus on core strength and hamstring length, that's the backside of our legs. We'll also gain some shoulder mobility out of the practice. So press play on your favorite music, and let's begin. For practice, you'll need 2 blocks and a strap. If you don't have those, you can always repurpose 2 water bottles, roughly the same height, and a standard towel. Let's begin in Child's Pose Balasana. Send your knees nice and wide, connect your toes to touch. Walk your palms towards the top of your mat and rest your forehead down. Start to slow down your thoughts. Reconnect to your breath and allow your breath to be whatever it needs to be in this moment. So that could be an open mouth exhale. That can be in and out through your nose. It's called your Ujjayi breath. You can pause and retain your breath. And allow your exhalations to be longer than your inhalations. Just give your body, your mind, your spirit a little bit of space here. Settle into this moment and enjoy the time. Take a full, rich, deep breath in. And a full, rich, deep breath in. Do a little side body stretch. So reach your right palms off your mats and press your left palm on top of your right. Again, rest your forehead down, let your elbows cradle down towards the ground. Send your hips closer to your heels and open up through the sides of your waist. Enjoy the stretch on the underside of your arms. And create length in your entire spine. With each and every exhalation, allow your hips and your lower body to get heavier. Back to center, and then explore the second side. So rock your left palm off your mat to the left, and step your right palm on top of your left. Expand through the sides of your waist into your upper back, in between each and every rib, underneath your armpits, into your tricep, the bottom side of your arm. Come back to center. Press your palms down and do a little thread the needle. So send your right arm underneath. Caress your right ear down to the ground. Gaze to the left. And enjoy the stretch through your shoulder. Now your left palm can stay flat on the ground. You can bend your left elbow and relax into the pose completely. Let's relax, you guys. Alexander the Great will be joining us in a little bit. And then unthread and take on the second side. Stay there. Thread your left arm underneath and caress your left ear down to the ground. Again, your right arm can stay very active here, or you can bend it and allow it just to fall down to the ground. Savor the stretch as you start to create more length and more space in your shoulder complex. Unthread, come back to center, tabletop, and then we'll take on our first core activity. We'll hold high plank for 1 minute. So plant your palms down underneath your shoulders, pull your knees underneath your hips, tuck your toes, and then lift your legs, your knees off the ground. Now you're always welcome throughout practice to modify. A couple different ways that you can modify. You can drop down to your knees at any moment. If you have any wrist injuries, you can always take forearm plank and drop your elbows underneath your shoulders. Broaden your palms. Send your digits, your fingertips down into the ground. For this variation, I'll just hold high plank. Again, we'll stay here for 1 minute. Press the heels of your hands down into the ground. Splay your fingertips nice and wide to gain more leverage. Rock the eyes of your elbows towards the front of your mat. Push your shoulder blades up towards the sky and the muscles in between your shoulder blades, so these are called your rhomboids, as you protract up. Take one more breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Shorten your stance if you need to here. Enjoy any movement from side to side. Bend and extend through your legs. Shimmy your hips. Root down to the heels of your hands. Press your chest towards your thighs. And lift your sitting bones nice and high. Start to soften your gaze in between your shins. Enjoy the stretch here. Deliver the stretch in the backside of your legs into your calves, and to your lower legs, and then to your hamstrings. Let's intensify the stretch ever so slightly. So walk your palms about 6 inches farther back. Grab your left ankle with your right palm. Now you can bend your left leg as much as you need to gain access, and then once you have the tether, press your left heel down into the ground and enjoy the stretch that bubbles up in the backside of your left leg. Continue to press your right palm down into the ground. Gaze underneath your armpits. Enjoy the stretch in the sides of your neck. Come back to center and take on the second side. So root down through your right palm first. Bend your right leg if you need to. And grab your ankle with your left palm. And then push your heel down into the ground. You might feel this on the outside of your leg as well. Gaze underneath your armpits. Start to turn on the fire of your upper back muscles to your serratus anterior through your side bodies. And stay active in your belly. Come back to center. Gaze forward. Breathe in. Exhale, ragdoll. Step your feet behind your wrist. Bend your legs a lot. You can take on a little bind here if you want to cradle your elbows. Again, sandwich your upper body to your thighs. Let's really get into the belly of the hamstring here, the back side of the legs. So hamstrings are here. So you'll feel it right in the middle of the muscle. Now you can stay stationary, just right in the middle, or you can swing from side to side. You get into your lower back, your QLs. As you take movement, your personalized little ebb and flow here. Allow your head just to dangle down to the ground. And then come back to center. Release your palms down. Heel-toe your feet, either hip-width distance apart, if this helps you feel the most grounded, or you can go a little bit closer and keep a little sliver of space in between your heels. Bend your legs and start to unravel your spine. Take your time. Feel confident in your stance. Start to stack all 24 vertebrae on each other. Take any movement at the top to open up through your upper chest, your neck and shoulders. Start to relax the muscles behind your jaw. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, standing at attention, Samastitihi. Plant your palms to touch and pull your thumbs, your palms to your heart center, and soften your eyes closed. Today's practice is all about gratitude. So throughout the course of your practice, I'll ask you to attune to different things that you're grateful for. Perfect opportunity, especially with everything that's going on, to remember the things that we have, the things that we're blessed with, the things that bring us joy, life, and happiness. So think of one thing right now. Can be a person, a place, a thing. One thing, one person, one place that you're grateful for. And just focus on that one talisman. See the contours, the details of this image. And allow the emotional response that it gives you to wash over your entire body. Find the peace and the joy in this image. And allow that to carry you through the next part of your practice. So take a full breath in. And an open mouth exhale out. Open your eyes. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. Spread your toes nice and wide and connect them down into the ground. Start to squeeze in through your inner thighs. Hug your outer hips. Pull your rib cage down and in. Spiral your pinkies towards the midline of your body. Now press your palms to touch. Keep the length in your spine, your shoulders, and take a gentle back bend. Continue to lift through your heart center. Soften through your shoulders as needed and send your gaze up. Inhale, re-extend nice and high. Exhale, chair, and then interlace your fingers back behind you. So bend your legs, reach your fingertips back, and then slide them in between each other. Close the gap of your palms. Send your tailbone down and under to support. Inhale, lift your chest. Option to lift your heels off the ground at the same time. Build energy, stability through your thighs, your legs. Breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge from your hips. Keep a slight bend in your legs. Allow your palms just to fall over your head, your knuckles. And then release your fingertips down towards the ground. Inhale, halfway lifts. Flatten your back. Reach your fingertips even towards the back of the room. Or you can slide your palms to your upper thighs, your shins. Another place to use your blocks here, if you want to put the blocks underneath your palms to gain just a little more stability. Take a full breath in. Exhale, high plank. Plant your palms directly under your shoulders and step back. Reactivate through your legs. Again, you can always take tabletop or drop your knees down. Breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Readjust as you need to. Shorten your stance. Send your heels down towards the ground. Remember to focus on the back side of your legs today. Let's take that breath to movement, Vinyasa flow. So inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk your feet towards the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lifts. Exhale, forward fold. Take a bend in your legs. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach your arms up, press your palms overhead. Gentle back bend. Exhale, chair. Interlace your fingers back behind you. Inhale, lift your chest. Option to lift your heels. Activate your inner thighs. Exhale, forward fold. Keep the bind until you hinge all the way over. Inhale, halfway lift. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, high plank. Plant your palms down. Step back. Downward facing dog right away. Readjust your feet. Breathe in through your nose. And breathe out through your nose. Let's flow again. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk your feet towards the top of your mats. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. All the way up. Inhale, mountain pose with the back bend. Press your palms overhead. Exhale, chair. Interlace your fingers back behind you. Inhale, lift your chest. Hover off the ground. Exhale, forward fold, hinge. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. Actually, just high plank. We'll hold here, breathe in. And exhale, downward facing dog. Good, shorten your stance. Breathe in. And breathe out. Let's add on, yogis. Inhale, three-legged dog. Lift your right leg nice and high. Open up the hip. So open up your pelvis towards the side. Bend and extend through your knee joints. Point and flex through your toes. Rock out through your ankles. Maybe even big circles in your hip joint, both directions. Adding more mobility, more range. Inhale, re-extend. Flex your toes down towards the ground. Drop your right hip in line with your left. So you should feel this in your left leg here. Do you enjoy the stretch? That simmers all the way up through your left calf into your hamstring here. Breathe in. Exhale, low lunge. Slip your foot in between your palms. Grab your blocks here or your water bottles. Slide them underneath your palms. Inhale, modified pyramid. Keep your left heel elevated off the ground. Straighten your legs. Squeeze through your inner thighs. Square your hips to the front. Now find a nice long line of energy from your hips all the way down your spine to the crown of your head. Gaze at your right toes to elongate the back line of your neck. Again, savor the stretch. Enjoy as it bubbles up on the back side of your legs. Take one more breath in. Exhale, bend your right leg. Move your blocks. Drop your back heel down to the ground. Inhale, warrior two. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Bend graciously into your right leg. Make full contact with your left foot down to the ground. Energize through your arms and then reach up through your fingertips. Send your gaze ferociously over your right fingertips. Breathe in. Exhale, extended side angle. Send your right arm down towards your right thigh. You can reach your left arm up towards the sky or towards the front of the room. Send your gaze either down towards your right toes or you can be towards the side. What gives the most amount of length, softness, stability in your neck. Wait for the belly of your right leg to fire up. Stay grounded, connected to this moment. Inhale, star pose. Lift up. Slip your heels in and your toes out. Activate through your inner thighs. Squeeze through your glutes. Lift to the sides of your waist. And then rock your pinkies in. Take a full breath in. Exhale, horse. Sit down and low. Continue to pull your knees over your ankles. You can send your palms to your heart center. Or you can take goddess arms and pull your elbows towards your side. Rock your palms up. You can also take a mudra, Gyan mudra. Send your forefinger and your thumb to touch, just to activate energy. Inhale, star pose. Re-extend nice and high. Reach up towards the sky. Exhale, warrior two. Pull your left foot back into place. Bend through your right leg. Splay across your chest. Turn on the muscles of your triceps. Squeeze through your fingertips. Inhale, reverse warrior. Send your left palm down to your left leg. Reach your right fingertips up towards the sky. And then surrender your right shoulder back down into its socket. Send your gaze up towards the sky. Breathe in. Exhale, high plank. Plant your palms underneath your shoulders. Step back. We'll hold our high plank for 1 minute. Setting the clock. You can always take any variation that serves you. Realign with your focus. Press your fingertips down into the ground. Energize through your forearms, your upper arms. Push your muscles up towards the sky. Connect your belly button towards your spinal column. Hug in through the sides of your waist. Squeeze through your hips. Turn on through your thighs. Push the back side of your knees up towards the sky. Open up to the bottom side of your feet. And dredge down to the ball mounds of your feet. Use the smoothness of your breath to stay, to be, to witness your power, your resilience. Stay with it, yogis. Breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Readjust as you need. Restorative breath in. Restorative breath in. Second side, yogis. Inhale, three-legged dog. Lift your left leg nice and high. Open up through your pelvis. Enjoy movement here. You can create big circles. You can bend and extend through your left knee. Rock out through your ankle. Point and flex to your toes. Get all the snaps, the crackles, the pops out. And then come back to center. Inhale, re-extend. Now drop your left hip in line with your right. And just feel the stretch on your right leg. Through your calf, the back side of your knee, all the way up into your hamstring. Let gravity do its thing. Breathe in. Exhale, low lunge. Slip your foot in between your palms. Grab your blocks or your water bottles. Inhale, modified pyramid. Straighten your legs. Squeeze through your thighs. Pull your belly away from your leg bone. Continue to pick your back heel up and then surrender through your upper body. Give it time. Send your gaze down towards your foot. Just breathe into the length of your anatomy. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Bend your front leg. Inhale, warrior two. Send your right heel down to the ground. Move your blocks. Inhale. Lift your shoulders over your hips. Now with the back foot, there's a couple different options just depending on your pelvis alignment. If it's open, your pelvis is open ever so slightly, you want your foot to be in line with your knee. So that means that the back foot will be more at a diagonal. If you've got a little bit more range and openness in your pelvis, then your right foot can go straight ahead. Continue to track your left knee over your left ankle. Extend the arms nice and wide. Send your gaze over your left fingertips. Squeeze through your fingers. Feel the length and extension through your spine. Send your gaze over. Take a full breath in. Exhale, extended side angle. You can always rest your left elbow down as long as there's activation in your left side body, pulling you away from your leg. You can reach your right fingers, your right arm up. You can send it towards the front. That's the extended part. And start to give yourself space here between the top side of your hip and the bottom side of your ribs. Inhale, star. Pull your heels in. Root them down to the ground. Activate through your glutes. Wrap the outside of your armpits in. Spiral your pinkies up towards the sky. Breathe in. Exhale, horse. Bend down into your horse squat. Again, you can take on your favorite expression with your palms, either towards your heart center. You can take goddess arms. You can take your little mudra here, whatever helps you to stay. You should feel it right in the middle of your quadriceps here. Stay connected through your feet and breathe well. Inhale, star pose, lift up, squeeze through your glutes, find the length in your spine. Exhale, warrior two. Realign your feet as you need to. Turn on the power of your arms. Slice through the air with your arms. Inhale, reverse warrior. Send your right arm down and your left arm nice and high. Recommit to the bend of your left leg as needed. And then pull space across your chest. Send your gaze up. Breathe in. Exhale, high plank. Plant your palms. Step back. We'll take on 1 minute here. Clock is set. Remember, you can always drop down to your knees. You can always drop down to your forearms and take forearm plank. And start to dial in your purpose. Remember your gratitude in this moment. What brings you joy, happiness, and peace? And how can you use that to stay? To conquer whatever challenge the universe puts in front of you. Remember the brilliance of your life and how much you've already been blessed with. How much you already have. And how thankful you are because of these gifts. Stay with it, yogis. Yes, you can. You can always drop down and then revisit. Breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Readjust. Find the resilience in your practice in this moment. Now let's take our sun bee flow breath to movement. Find your breath first. Full breath in through your nose. And full breath out. Let's begin. Inhale, three-legged dog. Lift your right leg nice and high. Exhale, low lunge. You can always grab your blocks if you need to. Inhale, modified pyramid. Exhale, low lunge. Move your blocks. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, star. Exhale, horse. Inhale, star. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left side. Inhale, three-legged dog. Lift your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, modified pyramid. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, star. Exhale, horse. Inhale, star. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. To the top. Inhale, right heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, modified pyramid. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, star. Exhale, horse. Inhale, star. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last time. Inhale, left heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, modified pyramid. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, star. Exhale, horse. Inhale, star. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Just breathe, readjust, recalibrate as needed. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, drop down to your shins. Perfect opportunity to grab water, yogis. We'll continue a little bit more core work here, specifically on the side bodies. So hydrate, wipe sweat if you need to. So now we'll dive into forearm plank, and then we'll take it to the side to work side forearm plank. Again, we'll do it for a minute. So find your forearm plank first. Zip up through your legs. Now slip your left forearm so it's parallel to the top of your mat. Drop your heels to the side, and then reach your right fingertips up towards the sky. Now you're welcome to stabilize here. If you want to add on a little bit of movement, you could scoop your right fingertips underneath. Go as far as you can go. Tap your fingertips, and then back up. Now if you find yourself a little bit wobbly as you do this, instead of stacking your feet, you can stagger your feet here. It'll give you a little bit more leverage to tap into, a little bit more real estate. So under and lifts, under and lifts. Continue to keep your hips elevated off the ground here. Squeeze through your inner thighs and turn on the muscles of your upper back. Good. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Second side. So come back to the middle first. Send your right forearm parallel to the top of your mat. Either stack or stagger your feet. Lift your left arm up towards the sky. Ensure that your hips stay nice and high here. So squeeze and lift, and then start to scoop underneath as far as you can go. Slow and consistent here, and then back up. Scoop underneath, reach back behind you, and then back up. Check in, make sure that you're aligning your joints, your elbow and your shoulder stacked on top of each other. Stay active through your entire body here. Breathe. Good. Find the power on your sides. Slim and trim through your side bodies. Use your breath. Inhale. And then exhale back up. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Re-extend nice and high. Come back to center. Forearm plank. And then drop all the way down. Little rest period, yogis. Untuck your toes. We'll take on Sphinx pose. So slip your elbows underneath your shoulders. Parallel your forearms to each other. And then send your gaze straight ahead. Allow the front line of your body to open up and extend. Through your hip flexors, what connects your leg bone to your hip bone, all the way into your lower abs. 2 more breaths here. Slow everything down. Slow down your heart rate, your thoughts. And then child's pose. Push up into tabletop. Send your knees, again, nice and wide. Connect your toes to touch. Now you can always slide your knees farther underneath you if that doesn't feel good in your body. Modify the posture and the practice so it serves you. Rest your elbows down and relax through your palms. Close your eyes, yogis. Let's check back in. So again, come back to gratitude. With something else, something different now. Let's shift. A person, a place, or a thing that you're grateful for. And let's get mesmerized with that thought, with that image. What's another thing, person, that you can pay homage to? That you can be thankful for the life and the love and the bliss it brings to your heart. And again, allow that emotion to wash over your entire body. This practice gives us time to remember, to witness, and breathe. 2 more breaths. Let's add on to our practice, yogis. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Reconnect. Remember the importance and the purpose behind your practice. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Lift your right leg nice and high. Exhale, low lunge. Now you're welcome to grab your blocks for a little added challenge for this next posture. Inhale, warrior 3. So tense your fingertips forward to stabilize. Bend into your front leg, pull your belly away from your leg bone, and start to shift your weight forward. Flex your left toes down towards the ground. Make contact with your right heel as you lift your left heel up towards the sky. Now keep a gentle bend in your right leg. Options for the arms, yogis. You can stay grounded with your blocks underneath your palms and find a parallel position with your left leg. You can pull your palms to your heartbeat. You can goal post your arms. Or if you want that added challenge, you can grab your blocks and then energize your arms towards the front. Now you can always do this without your blocks too, yogis, in the true fashion of warrior 3. Extend your arms next to your ears. Continue to bend into your right leg. This will fire up your quadricep and your glute. So keep the bend. Let's get the full dynamics out of the pose. Take 1 more breath in. Exhale, crescent, airplane arms. Take your time. Step your left toes down towards the ground. Keep the bend of your front leg. Activate your belly away from your leg. Inhale, reverse triangle. Let's just get out of hip flexion for a little bit. So this should feel so wonderful in your side through your hip crease, all the way to the sides of your waist. And then reach your arms in opposite directions. Take a full breath in. Gaze up. Exhale, extended side angle. So we'll add on here, yogis. So bend through your front leg. We'll add on half or full bind, option for birds of paradise. Yogis, you've got lots of options. You've got props, so you can always use a block on the inside of your right foot. Send your right elbow to the inside of your right knee and use it to twist and rotate so your left shoulder is stacked over your right. And you can stay here. Next layer, a little half bind. Send your left palm back behind you. Continue to open up through your chest. Squeeze through your upper back. Next variation, without the block, you can send your fingertips down towards the ground. Now this is where the strap comes into play, or you can use your towel if that's what you have. If you're still working on the bind, you can send the strap in your left palm back behind you, and then spiral your right arm underneath, and grab the strap here, and continue to lift your side body away from your leg. Send your right rib cage underneath. Feel grounded in your feet so you can continue to work the twist and the rotation. Eventually, your gaze goes up towards the ceiling. If you've got the range and don't need the strap, you can plant your palms to touch, slip your fingertips on top of each other, and continue to work the twist and the rotation. Wonderful place to build energy and strength. If you'd like a little balance challenge, and you've got the bind without the strap, then walk your left foot closer up towards your right. Parallel your feet to each other. Keep the bind. Bend through your left leg, just like we did in Warrior 3. Turn on through your quadricep, your glute. Send your shoulders over your hips, your knee open to the side. Focus your gaze on one point. Full variation. Straighten your right leg. Birds of paradise. Good. Continue to open up to the inside of your right thigh. Slow down your breath. Rewind. Send your right foot down. Release your bind. Step back with your left foot. We'll do our restorative balancing posture in wide leg forward fold. So twist to the left side of your mat. Send your palms down. Now you can play here, yogis. Maybe your body craves a little bit more extension to the spine. You can reach your arms away from your mat. Get a nice little stretch on the underside of your arms and your side bodies. I like a nice bend in the legs for this. You can do a little twist from side to side. These are all just options, yogis. You can bend into one leg. Get into the underside of your right leg and your inner thigh. Do both sides. And more advanced yogis, if you want to do a headstand, you're more than welcome to do so. Just stay connected to your belly the whole time. My personal favorite is just a nice little restorative bend. And grab your feet, your ankles, soften your eyes closed, and just let your head just dangle. Keep a bend in your legs. So you can allow your tailbone just to sail up towards the sky. Find activation in your belly. Send your fingertips down. Pull your heels in. Bend your legs. Extend your arms nice and wide. Inhale. Come to stand. Slip your palms overhead, just like we did in our Sun A, and then shift your hips towards the front of the mat. Ensure that your feet are parallel to each other, and then both your feet point straight ahead. Take a full breath in, energize your arms up. Exhale, hinge down towards the ground. Find your blocks. Pyramid pose. Use this to find more dimension and depth in the back side of your legs. So focus on your front leg, the stretch there. To do that, bend through your back leg. So then you can get deeper down into sensation in your right leg. You'll feel it in the back side, through your calf, through your hamstring, so you can maintain the focus of our practice to this intention. Send your gaze towards your shin. Allow the muscles of your face just to soften. Ensure that your hips stay square to the front, even if that means you have to pull out ever so slightly. Stay with it, yogis. Give your body time and space to reveal opportunities. Good. Come back out of the pose. Bend ever so slightly through your front leg. Pull your palms back together. Inhale, rise. Exhale, interlace your fingers back behind you. Close the gap of your palms. Inhale, lift your chest. Send your gaze up. Exhale, shift your weight forward into your right foot. Maneuver your chest down towards the ground as you teeter-totter your left leg up towards the sky. Continue your motion. Breathe in. Exhale, standing splits. Send your fingertips down. Again, you can always use your blocks here. There's different heights to your blocks if that's what you're using. Flex your left toes down towards the ground. Lift your left heel up towards the sky. Another opportunity to play and investigate your body here. You can stay in an isometric hold where you just hold in stillness. You can play with a balance challenge and scoop your right ankle with your palms. You can take Shiva squats if you crave some movement, up and down, up and down. My more advanced yogis, you can do your L hops. Good, 2 more breaths. Take 1 more breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Plant your palms down, step back. Inhale, high plank. And our next forearm plank. So drop down. Again, you can take your variation. Clock is set. Stay with it. Parallel your palms to each other. You can always drop your knees down to the ground. Open up your palms nice and wide. Push down into your elbows. Muscle action here. Stay strong and deliberate through your upper arms. In between your shoulder blades. And down the length of your spine. Into your outer hips. Your inner thighs. The backside of your knees as you push up towards the sky. Down the span of your calves. Into your heel bone. Down the bottom of your feet. Into the ball mounds of your feet, your toes. Just breathe. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Feel the fire, breathe in. Breathe out. High plank. Downward facing dog. If you need to take a break, you can. Tune in to a restorative nature so you can start again. Second side yogis. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Lift your left leg nice and high. Exhale, low lunge. Warrior 3. Again, you can use the props, your blocks. Tense your fingertips, gaze forward. Shift your weight into your left foot. Keep the bend in your left leg. You have different options with your palms. So parallel your right leg first. Flex your toes down. Get stable and strong through your lower body, so then you can start to maneuver your upper body. Keep your chest parallel to the ground also. Your palms can be at your heart center. You can goal post and activate your back. Send your arms nice and long next to your ears. That should be shaking, building strength and energy, focus, self-discipline. Again, you can always hold blocks into your palms to add a little bit more gravity, a little bit more pull. Take one more breath in. Exhale, crescent, airplane arms. Take your time. Coax your foot down towards the ground. Inhale, reverse triangle. So we'll do this to open out through the hip flexor of your left, your side bodies. Relax through your left shoulder. Take a full breath in. Gaze up. Exhale, extended side angle. So here we get to play with our binds. You can always use your towel or you can use your strap. Situate your left arm down onto your left leg. Start with the half bind, yogis. Send your right palm back behind you and let it caress the outside of your left leg. Open up through your chest as you send your left rib cage underneath. Expand through your collarbone, your sternum. Keep the stack of your right shoulder over your left. Once you have this alignment, then you can dive into a deeper expression. Again, if you have your strap, you'll have it in your left palm. You'll take it back behind you and use the tether to close the gap. Press your palms together, and then we could just hang out here, or we can build strength and energy through the side bodies and lift away from the leg. Once you have the full bind without the strap, you can decide to go into birds of paradise. Send your gaze down. Take a couple steps up towards the front of your mat. Parallel your feet to each other. Bend into your right leg so you can transfer your weight. Make full contact with the four corners of your right foot. Keep the bend in your right leg, so you turn on through your quadricep, your right glute, and then stack your joints, your spine, your shoulders, all in one line. Focus on one point. Once you find the elevation, full variation, straighten your left leg. Continue to slip your fingertips farther down so you can find more length. Slow down your breath. Rewind. Take your time. Make it an active meditation. Reassess your foundation. Unravel. Step back. Wide leg forward fold. Reset. Let it go. Check in with your body. What does it need? Does it want to bend the legs? Does it want to extend your arms? If it wants to go into a little bit of movement from side to side, just answer the call. What is it desperately trying to tell you? Use your deep-seated sense of intuition. Listen to your breath. One more full breath in. And full breath in. Reactivate your belly. Tense your fingertips down. Rock your heels in. Bend your legs. Extend your arms nice and long. Return back to a stand. Press your palms overhead. Shorten your stance about 3 feet here. Pivot your hips to the front, and then check in with your feet. Point your toes straight ahead. Squeeze through your outer hips. Find length in your spine. Breathe in. Exhale, hinge from your hips. Take it nice and slow here. Activate your back muscles, your paraspinals. You can send your fingertips down, bend your front leg as you need to. You can always utilize the blocks underneath your palms or your props. Let's focus on the stretch in the left leg this time. So bend your right leg more, so then you can find more activation in the back side of your left leg. Activation as far as sensation. You can always play with the different levels of the block as your body starts to give way, to expand, to realize it's safe and supported, and that you got its back. Gaze straight down in between your feet. Find length all the way out to the crown of your head. Good. Let's re-extend. So move your blocks aside. Keep a bend in your front leg. Press your palms to touch. Inhale, rise up. Interlace your fingers back behind you the opposite way. So I usually have to manually readjust. Pull your palms away from your glutes. Lift your chest nice and high. Breathe in. And exhale, transfer your weight into your left foot. Start to teeter-totter down towards the ground. Keep the integrity of your entire body. Once you find the highest height with your body, release your palms down, standing splits. Perfect place to explore the necessity of your blocks, what gives you the most amount of support, helps you feel grounded, so you can explore different dimensions of your posture. Now you can stay in a little static hold, flex your right toes down, lift your heel nice and high towards the sky. Again, you'll feel it in the back side of your left leg, so your calf muscle and your hamstring here. You can play with a little balance challenge, and then cup your left ankle with your palms. You can do Shiva squats, down and up, down and up, down and up. All wonderful options to build strength, integrity, length, all the main points and the focus of our practice. Take one more breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Move your props aside. Inhale, high plank. Forearm plank, it's our last one. So drop down. I'll set the clock. 1 minute. Last minute for this posture. Recalibrate. Ensure that your elbows are directly under your shoulders. Parallel your forearms. Broaden through your palms. Press your fingers, your phalanges, down into your mat. Now push in between your shoulder blades. So in the backside of your heart, up towards the sky. Scroll the outside of your armpits in. Prepare the body as needed to stay, to focus, to remember your new state of gratitude, your new image. Just breathe into it. Sometimes it's easy to take these moments of gratitude for granted. So just stay. Take one more breath in. Exhale, we'll go all the way down. Untuck your toes, little Sphinx pose. Soften into your shoulders. Take your gaze straight ahead and then close your eyes. Just see the unseen. Feel your body to heal your body. And just honor all that is in this moment. Child's pose. Choose your variation with your knees, either farther away or closer together. And cradle your forehead down. Another opportunity to shift your gratitude. One more thing. What's one more thing that you can be grateful for, person, place, or thing? That you can send all your love and your focus to. You can sit with and just witness all that you've already been given. And how you can use this memory to share it with our greater community. To remember moments of challenge while your life is so amazing. Let's slow things down, yogis. Unravel, find a seat, and extend your legs nice and long. Seated forward fold, Paschimottanasana. Make space in the back side of your legs through your glutes. Take a bend in your legs. If you have really tight hamstrings, you can always use your blocks and slip them right underneath your hamstrings. And then caress your upper body down over your thighs. And let your head just drop. And your shoulders hammock down towards the ground. Start to slow down your breath. The thoughts in between your ears. And stay in the visual of your latest gratitude vision. Slowly release. Move your blocks aside. Bend your legs and lay all the way down. Now, bridge pose. We'll show two variations. If you have a prop and you want more of a restorative posture, you can walk your heels towards your glutes, lift your hips nice and high, and then slide the block on its lowest height underneath your sacrum. And your sacrum is in between your glutes and your lower back. So slide your sacrum down to your block. It should be nice and comfortable here. You can knock your knees in. You can bring the soles of your feet together and send your knees out nice and wide. You can keep your legs bent right here, or you can extend your legs towards the top of your mat. This will intensify the stretch. So if this creates any pinching in your lower back, then come back to one of the other options. So we did a lot of hip flexion throughout practice, as we do with life and walking and sitting. Hip flexion is this. So I want to counter that action with hip extension as we open up the front line of our body. And just take 2 really long breaths here. Allow your belly just to rise and fall. And settle into the cadence. Rebend your legs. We'll take the legs up the wall, so whether you have a block underneath you or not, you can leave the block right there. And then send your legs up towards the sky. So this will help to re-energize energy, the flow of vital blood and oxygen through your body all the way down to your hips. Helps to uplift your energy a little bit, so you're ready to take on the rest of your day. We'll start to feel a little sensation in your feet as your body works to move that energy. Rebend your legs. Send your feet down towards the ground. Lift your hips high. Remove the block. Figure 4. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. Hug your legs into your body. Now, maybe this is as far as your body wants to go. Or you can hug your left leg. You can keep your leg bent. You can grab your left shin. You can extend your left leg nice and long. Now watch your shoulders and your head. If you come off the ground, take the variation where you can surrender your shoulders and your head back down. Maybe that's back to level 1. Now this posture will help to find length in your glutes. So give a little bit of time as with each and every exhale you hug in just a little bit more. Come back to center. Moving your props aside as needed. Extend your left leg nice and long. Hug your right knee into your right shoulder. Compress the right side of your body. Breathe in. Exhale, supine twist. Guide your right leg towards the left side. Stack your hips on top of each other. Scroll your left shoulder underneath. Extend your right arm towards the right of the room. Gaze over your right fingertips. And it's okay if your right shoulder doesn't touch the ground. It doesn't need to. Allow your body to ring out, to release, to soften here. And then come back to center. Realign your hips. Figure 4. Cross your left ankle over your right knee. Again, solidify your shoulders and your head down to the ground. Maybe you stay here. Next layer to grab the back side of your right leg, maybe even your right shin. Or you can straighten your right leg. And just wait for the stretch. Feel it in your glutes, your left glute. Good. Slowly release. Extend your right leg nice and long. And release your fingers underneath your left knee. Pull your left knee around through your left side body. Compress the left side. Breathe in. And exhale, supine twist. Guide your left leg to the right. Readjust your hips so they're stacked on top of each other. Open up through your left arm. Send your gaze over your left fingertips. You can hold your right knee or you can just open up to the side. It's very passive here. So just work with gravity as it wrings out your spine. Helps to flush and wring out. Good, come back to center. Realign your hips, hug your knees into your chest. And then happy baby. Open up your legs nice and wide. Send your feet up towards the sky. You can grab the back side of your knees, your ankles, the outside of your feet. Bend your legs as much as you can. Glide your tailbone and the back side of your body down towards the ground. You can stay here and just hold in stillness. You can rock from side to side as happy little babies do. And just start to massage your back. Try to enjoy the last little moments of practice. And come back to center. Last final squeeze. All your intention, all your desire, your purpose behind your practice, hug it in. You can caress your legs, your shins. Hug in into a tight little ball, breathe in. And exhale, corpse pose, Shavasana. Take up lots of space here. Now you can glide your legs all the way down. You can take your props, if you have blocks, and put it underneath your knees. You can mirror the soles of your feet to touch and slide the blocks underneath your knees. You can omit the blocks altogether. Extend your necks nice and long. Scoop your back muscles underneath you. Rock your palms open towards the sky. And one more time, we dive into gratitude. Last visual for this practice. And pick a new person, place, or thing. And just get lost in that memory, in that vision. yogis, you can stay here as long as you need. Continue your meditative practice. When you're ready, you can wiggle your fingers and your toes, or to reanimate your body. You take a full body stretch and just open and breathe here. When you're ready, rock onto your favorite side into a fetal position. Explore a new beginning, a new perspective for the day. And then find a comfortable seat. Whatever that looks like, feels like in your body. And coax your palms to your heartbeat. So yogis, how will you take the 4 visuals of gratitude that you chose today and give thanks to those people, places, and things? How can you take this practice off of your mat and into the rest of your life? Make it relevant. Make it part of the bigger picture. So it helps you to stay embedded in all the wonderful things that you already have. From my heart to yours, yogis. To that we say, Namaste. Thank you guys so much. Coming soon, more videos, different formats too. So we'll work on a yin practice also, and always building strength and integrity for the practice, not only on the mat, but off the mat too. Have a wonderful day, you guys, and I'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye.